So
Yeah.
I'll get them some food tomorrow.
Can't prepare.
turkey. Is there turkey on wheat?
Paper plates in there.
I don't.
There's Huberg bags. There's one right there.
Mitch, once they're logged, oh, okay, so we got Sean Stewart. This is the Bob Howard Dodge on the end.
Cool.
Sean, how many guys you got with you today?
Well, I have none right now. I'm trying to get them in here.
Awesome. We're used to
But,
that.
I gotta go.
How's it going, sir? Thanks for
Cool,
thanks
how
for
are
hanging
you?
out a little bit today. Yeah, doing good. Thank you.
That's turkey.
And 302, 5807, is that some Madison guys? Who we got here?
No. That's me. That's the phone I called in on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hey, Kyle, you and Kevin come to the conference room. All right.
I ate my lunch on camera.
They did yesterday, it was fine.
And can you hear me okay, Mr. Stewart?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Thank you. And thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. I'm hoping to learn something.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm hoping to learn something. I always want to go into these where I learn. That's the best part. How's your business?
It's been good. I mean, we of course slowed down with the weather, but it's going.
Awesome.
Good time to get a little caught up.
Yeah, certainly.
Who else we got? Rich.
Morgan and Justin on the drive.
Yeah, and Mark.
Oh yeah. Did Mark come to yesterday's?
Yeah.
That guy is so quiet and
I know.
elusive. I'm like,
You-
never know where he is.
I thought y'all was delivering lunch like that too for us. What happened?
I know, right?
All right. So what kind of sandwiches are we eating there in Post Oak? Did y'all order in, or did everybody fend for themselves?
No, it's Subway.
Cool.
Yep.
Ooh. TV show right there.
Wasn't there like 3 of them?
Oh, yeah, some of that.
Oh, yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, hand me one. Well, I don't know. I'll eat them all. I'm not sweating.
I'm good.
Well, I'll take it.
Yeah, I was like, take your tray.
I've seen better days, but
Old school TV trays. I dig that.
I know, right?
That's cool. That reminds me of my mom's house. That's awesome.
I think my mom still has some of those.
I think I'm so sad. I think I had something like that at one time.
We've got plastic ones now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where to find them anymore.
They're handy. These are good. Like those tables are awesome.
Yeah, that's tight. I had 4 of them. You rack them, 2 on one side of the rack, 2 on the other. We had 4
Yeah.
of those.
Are we taking those back now, later, what? You tell me.
Whatever, don't matter.
Wait, I thought you said it was in the rust, that's resolved, because I just
You
want
can
to make
take
sure.
the one chief had, like, the transfer case.
Just that one? Okay.
Unless you want to take them both back. Both keys are on my desk.
Well, that's why I was, but you said you need to go back, that's why I was going to make sure we need
You can.
to, I like to just go lunch.
If y'all can.
Okay, that's all I need to know. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Oh, God.
So were you in here yesterday or no?
Morgan was in here yesterday.
Okay.
I'm excited to hear it today.
Wow.
That was really good.
We still missing somebody?
Dad.
Awkward.
I did that awkward.
My watch is in here, so. No worries. I got your screen music.
Yes.
Oh, man. That's embarrassing.
Oh, you're good.
Some chips. You snack on one of those while you're waiting for food. Get that out of my food. Hot pie now, Fred.
People in the freezer.
We're still waiting on someone? No. We ready to go, Mitch?
I'm ready when you are, babe. I'm just hanging out.
Okay, they just texted. One sec. He's logging in right this moment. The last one.
Okie dokie do. Yep, I'm just waiting.
It's always fun getting everybody coordinated to get online on a meeting at the same time.
Yeah.
You ever put mayonnaise on turkey? What's it taste like? I don't know.
Can you grab me a napkin, Rich? I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
So what Christmas song do y'all sing too loud? What's your fave?
What was drummer boy?
Really?
I never know until I
I
hear
know, so I'll give it all there.
I know it's the most recent one I've heard.
He's not gonna give it to you until
Yeah.
I get the other one full.
We start playing
I'm
Christmas,
a
and then they always play that one.
Next
I love this song. Favorite Christmas song.
Yeah.
I'm a sleigh ride man myself. I oversing sleigh ride, and I do it with the horns, like from Frank Sinatra or Harry Connick's version. So yeah, those are mine. I did that while I was on my exercise bike earlier today, singing Christmas carols. I'm sure my wife enjoyed it in the next room.
Hey, if you could sing and ride the bike, you weren't working hard enough.
Ha, man, you ain't lying on that one, baby. I gotta get the intensity level on that bike up. It's true. I dig that. Oh, I used to yell at my kids, if you can talk back to your teammates, we ain't working hard enough on the football field. So we're gonna run till ain't nobody can talk. I dig it. Those are fun times. You're right though. You definitely caught me on that. Yeah, I check my email in the mornings from my bike now. So kill two birds with one stone on that.
Yeah.
Still no login from them, Tad, just to let you know. But I'm
Yeah,
in no
that-
rush if everybody's not. I'm just
Well, I don't want to hold it up. Give them one more
yeah, I
minute.
mean,
Robin said they were logging in.
cool, man. Just keeping you posted, babe. I love the post oak locker room too. Gets me back into the coaching days, dude. Makes me want to punch somebody. That's awesome. I used to beat on the kids. I was a junior high football coach for like 5 years, and they were my size. I'm like 5'4" and 145 pounds. So I get to duke it out with them, dude. Those were the days.
Running,
I was,
work, anything? Okay.
I was a tough bully back then. The kids were when the people I was bullying were 12. I was a good 12-year-old bully. I like that.
Hey, let's Mitch, go through. Let's roll call and see who all's here, and then let's get started. Each store, advisor wise, and how long they've been doing it.
Awesome. We'll start with the locker room. Post Oak. Who do I have with me? And tell me a little bit about yourself.
Can we go first?
And you want to start? Me start? Or
All
start?
right,
Jump out
go
there.
ahead.
You want to start? Go this way.
Go ahead, Richard. Richard's like, I'm good.
I'm Richard, been doing it almost a year. I've worked here for right at 6 years. Usually run the recon building before.
Awesome. Cool, man. Thanks for coming. Who's
Yes,
next?
My name's Zach. I've wrote service for almost 3 years now. Only been here for 4 or 5 months, I think.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. Who's next?
Nick. My name's
Nick, my man, what's up?
So I've been doing this since the end of September. So that's the
All right.
service, like
Seasoned veteran. I dig that.
yeah. I was a tech for almost 2 years
Oh, cool.
before coming here, so I know what it's like to be a tech. But that's all my experience.
Well, good. So, a little tidbit for you before we move on. My experience as a technician shows me blank, blank, blank. You ought to get that line down and use it as much as you can. My
Yeah.
experience as a technician shows me, not shows you as the customer because it comes off condescending, but it shows me, and then you share with them what your experience says. Who's next?
I'm Dusty. I'm the fixed director here. Basically,
Boss lady, I
I
dig
know,
it.
right? I've only been on the service side for the last 6 months. I've been
Yeah.
side for the last 23 years. So,
Wow.
I've always just been in the background of the service department. And so now it's just being front and center. Lot to learn.
Cool.
All these products, but I'm just anxious to, see the front side, how you push them and,
Awesome.
sell the quality of them.
Well, this is going to be an overview class. If you want anything more specific, I can send everyone that's on the forum today a little one sheet on each of the classes that are available and how specific we can get. So just depending on if you like this, if you want to proceed and do another class, just let me know. How about Dodge Store? Who we got with us?
How's it going? I'm Kevin.
Kevin, what's up, dog? How long you been doing this?
A couple months now.
Sweet, seasoned veteran. What'd you do before this?
Sales.
Oh, cool. Like auto in the front?
Yeah.
That's what I did. Cool. Who else we got?
Oh. Been doing this for 2 weeks now. Came from the oil field, so this is all brand new.
Awesome. My co-trainer who is moving from Arkansas to Houston, same thing. He was an oil field guy for 5 or 6 years after he got out of the military. So that's cool. That's hard work. So yeah, you're accustomed to hard work, so this should be no different for you. Who else we got at the Dodge Store?
Sean Stewart, service director. Been doing it about 20
Awesome.
years.
How's it going, boss man? Anything you want me to make sure that I cover, or you want me to just do my gig that I did, or just do my little opening gig? You got anything specifically you want me to cover?
We'll see how it works, and we'll schedule another class.
Awesome, man. I hope so. Thanks. And I think Battison did log in. Can you guys hear me okay? Well, I see that they're in.
Let's roll on.
Okay, cool. All right, so my name's Mitch. I'm the corporate trainer for Mock Central. And as I shared with your class, or my class yesterday with some of your teammates, recently I got a job promotion. So that's pretty awesome. Now I'm the national trainer for Mock. So I'm going to handle our larger groups like Asbury Group 1, Sonic, all that kind of stuff. So yay me, whatever. But yeah, that's been exciting news over the Christmas season. So I'm proud of that. A little bit about me. I'm a former teacher and coach. I coached football, basketball, and track, taught history and math at the middle school level, and coached in middle school and high school. Got into the car business, I think now 20 years ago. I think 20 or 21, 1999, 2000 area is when I started. I've been with Mock Central since the inception of the company about 11 years ago, and I've been training for full-time for about 6 years. So what I want to cover today, give you a little preview. I really just have one thing that I want to focus on. And generally, if you want to proceed with a little training program, and all of our Mock customers like you get training with me virtually like this for free. So if you want to take advantage of it, you can. If it's not a good fit, no hard feelings. But normally I just cover one topic, either walk around or closing or word tracks or active delivery. I have about 15 classes that I go through, and I really dig in to a certain process. Yeah, okay, we're here. All right, do you need me to pause? Are y'all good with your speakers? I think that's a Dodge Store. We good? Okay, cool. All right, so today what I want to share with you is really customer service related, and that's my Mock warranty. I want to make sure that you guys are using it properly. And if you are not using it to its full advantage, maybe I can, plant a seed where you do. My training style is really upfront. I do not want to tell you what to do. You ought to know what to do. You're a professional. All I want to do is plant some seeds of thought and growth that maybe if you can just latch on to one or two concepts that it can help you sell more. And that's why I'm here today, is to see if I can help you sell more. Cool? So that's who I am. We'll get started. Some of this is going to be preach. Some of this is going to be teach. You'll kind of see as this goes as the minutes fly by. So let me share my screen with you real quick. First, Mock Central, my Mock logo. My company provides your company in about 1,200 stores from Colorado to Memphis, Tennessee, south, with machines and chemicals to do preventative maintenance work. If you're sitting here, you probably already know that. Tad is one of our most talented regional managers. So you are with one of Mock's best, so good for you. We are one vendor, one message, one goal. And what that means is we sell a bunch of different stuff. So if you didn't know, Tad can sell you coffee all the way to tunnel wash. We are one vendor for your automotive needs. But what I want to first kind of preach to you is, are you being that one vendor to your customers? Are you making sure that your customers know that if there's paintless dent removal to be done on their car, that you're the dealership to go to? Are you letting your customers know that you can match their tire needs, or you have the best brake jobs in town, or that you wash cars or detail? Are you that one vendor for your customer, or are you falling into a rut? You got to challenge yourself right now to be that one vendor for your customer. It all begins with relationships. Are you building those relationships? Or are you treating your customers just like customers? Are you challenging yourself with those relationships to remember all the people you have in your arsenal? And what I mean by that is average service advisor will see 15, 18 customers a day. It's hard to get to know all of them, right? So are you keeping notes in your system about me as your customer? If I share with you that I'm a Denver Bronco fan, are you putting that into CDK? Are you saving that into special instructions and Reynolds? That's how the next time that I come back, or I set an appointment with you, we're at your kiosk, you can say, hey man, tough season for the Broncos. That old Drew Lock, he's an interception machine. And I think, dang man, Dusty remembers me, dog. That's awesome. And it just makes me feel good about coming back. And I shared, and thankfully, and knock on wood, thankfully, you guys, this business is pretty good. To be honest with you, right now we're going through a lull in Mock Central, and that normally means that there's a lull in business nationwide. So right now it's been pretty tough with us, but car count is essential. How do we get those people to come back over and over to us? It's real essential. I'll give you a couple of clues in a minute. I read an article this morning from Chris Collins. I read other trainers, and he said that 70% of service customers, once their vehicle's out of warranty, takes their business to an independent. So how are we keeping that business in-house? I'll share with you just one of the ways that we do that today. But are you being that one vendor to your customer? Second one on that, one message. What is your message? What's the message that you got? Richard, what's yours? Zach, what's yours? Nick, what's yours? Do you have a message to your customers that's consistent? Are you the product knowledge person? Are you the customer satisfaction guy? Are you the guy or gal who follows up with, text? Do you use technology? What is your message? Out of all the dealerships that we can do maintenance with, why should they come to yours? And then you got a bunch of different advisors that are working with you. Why should I come to you? What is your message? You got to hone that message. 2021, what is your message going to be to your customer? And then finally, what's your goal? At the end of this, I'm going to go quickly over a goal sheet. Are you setting goals? You should be setting monetary goals. It should be your number one goal. How much money do I want to make? And what do I have to do to make that? We're in resolution season. Does anybody know the difference in a resolution and a goal? Anybody want to yell it out? All right, I'll tell you. A resolution is something you wish for. A goal is something that you work for. Goals have to be three things. Goals have to be measurable, goals have to be trackable, and goals have to be attainable. We'll go over that here in a little bit as well. but what's your goal? What are you trying to get out of this class? What are you trying to get out of each and every day? What are you trying to get out of each and every customer? That's what I want to challenge you to do. Any questions, comments, concerns so far? Awesome. Next, mock warranty. Let's do a little shout out. We're gonna do a little roll call like the senators when they vote. I wanna get the voice. Yell out yes if this is the case. How many of you discussed my mock warranty with 10 customers last month? Yeah, you hear that silence? That's terrible. Let me share with you why it's terrible. Let me get off my thing, so I'm gonna stop teaching and start preaching. All right, you guys sell mock services already. I know you do because I've seen your numbers. And the Bob Howard store, y'all sell a bunch. Now, I'm not sure if you're particularly that store, but like Bob Howard Group is always real high on my group one list of stores. So I know y'all sell stuff. So let me share with you what y'all did last month as a group, all of y'all. You let people leave your dealership that had up to a $4,000 warranty on their vehicle. You let them leave without them knowing it. And what happens when you do that is when they drive to Pensacola next March for spring break, when COVID's finally away from us, they don't know if they break down in Alabama that they have coverage because you didn't share it with them. The first thing that I need to get through to you is don't keep all of the good things that you have to offer a secret. Let your customer know about it. And if you didn't know about the mock warranty, I'll take some responsibility in that, but I want to share with you what the warranty is and how to use it, okay? So at the end of this, I'm going to ask you if you guys are comfortable with it. If you're not, we're going to go through it one more time, but we'll see. So did you know there are 2 catches with my mock warranty? First catch, vehicle has to be 10 years old or newer and have 100,000 miles or fewer to qualify. Now watch, I've done some work with a group lately. I've been looking at some numbers inside the numbers for the Phil Long group here in Colorado. Their average vehicle is up to 79,000 miles. I checked it this morning. Average vehicle that crosses their service department, 79,000 miles. I have seen these numbers steadily increase over the past few years. Customers are keeping their cars longer, which is good for us at Mock. It's good for you at the dealership level. So all the vehicle has to do is have less than 100,000 miles. So the average car is going to roll in, say it has 81,000 miles on it, and you sell them a coolant service. Their warranty would go from 81,000 miles to 111,000 miles. If they chose to do another service at 111, you could extend that to 141, and that process can go on forever. It's just the first service has to be done prior to 100,000 miles. The other catch, the 10 years. What you do is you count backwards from the current year. So we're going to go to next year since it's only 2 weeks away. 2021, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. 2012s and newer that have 100,000 miles or fewer qualify. Anybody have any questions over what vehicles qualify? All right, next. For all of my fluid exchange warranties, that's brake, coolant, diff, power steering, and trans. The same mileage is on the warranty. When you do one of my services, you get a 30,000 mile warranty. Now, there is a waiting period on that first service. That waiting period is 60 days and 750 miles. This just helps protect both of us from shenanigans. Some dude coming in with a transmission already slipping, asks for a transmission service, you do one, causes a bunch of issues and pains. So this little waiting period is only on the first one. And let me reiterate that. If a customer comes in at 50,000 miles and does a coolant exchange, the very first one has a 60-day waiting period, 750 miles. But if they do another one at 80,000 miles, there's no waiting period. It's just on that first service. Any questions? Okay, I thought he was reaching for the phone for a question. Cool. All right, so there are 2 tiers of coverage. All right, the first most common tier is you get a $2,000 warranty if the vehicle has less than 100,000 miles, but that warranty doubles to $4,000 if the vehicle has less than 50. And the reason that that's important, when are you guys offering brake fluid exchanges?
30.
30K. Most people, 30K, 2 years, it's a common answer. So if someone does a brake fluid exchange at 30,000 miles, their warranty on those components would go from 30,000 to 60,000 miles. But if they do another one at 60K to extend it to 90, they get to keep the $4,000 of coverage. So it's advantageous for the customer to do the services a little earlier than they would to get this big $4,000 tier at 50,000 miles. So if you're offering any service at 60,000 miles for the first time, I would urge you to back that up to 50,000 miles so the customer could take advantage of the complete warranty. Any questions so far? Okay, next. Our transmission warranty is reduced by 50% if you do not use our transmission fluid. So I think Battison was and Post Oak was yesterday. I'm not sure about Bob Howard. So Dodge Store, you guys using our transmission fluid?
No, currently they're not.
Okay, so your warranty would be 1,000 and 2,000 in the event that you want to price that out. And I'm talking just on the fluid exchanges, because I know with Mopar you got a bunch of rules, and I don't want to conflict with any of that. I'm just letting you know, so y'all can make that call later. So yours would be reduced by 50%. Now, something cool that's happened recently. Mach Central has taken full control of our warranty. So how it used to work is you would go through Tad and he would go through some ladies, and then we'd have to send it to California and wait for things to get processed. A couple of months ago, we took total control of this. So you are talking to your warranty claims department. I approve every warranty now. So I look through it, and there's some special circumstances that sometimes I have to promise people. So I'm a big portion of where the buck stops. So it would all start with Tad. Tad knows exactly how to do our warranty claims. Here's what you have to do in the event that you think you have a claim. I need a copy of the RO where it says my work was done. I would prefer it if it had the part number, like brake fluid 6001. It doesn't have to. It can say Mach brake fluid exchange. It can even be attached to an op code. Like if you told Tad, hey, on our 30K, we do these 3 services, but it's just going to be listed 30K. We just have to know that my stuff's in the car. Okay. So a copy of that, then an estimate form that Tad has that just asks what's broken and how much do you think it's going to be. So we'll go to a very common claim, brake fluid, a brake caliper. So you'd show me the RO where the brake fluid was done. Caliper is going to be $700. And then we're going to say, yes, do it. We want you to fix it just like you would if the customer were going to pay. I'm not asking you to discount your labor, your flag time, nothing. Fix it just as if the customer were going to pay. Print out the new RO, take a picture of it, send it to Tad, tell us how much money we owe you, and we cut a check back to the dealership. That's how easy it is. Do we ask for fluid samples? Nope. Do we send out engineers? Nope. Is it only good at your store? No. Now, let me preach a little bit. Let me take you off of my screen share. All right. Now, I'm not asking you to get your customers to know that if they drive to Tulsa and break down, that they can get their vehicle fixed somewhere else, okay? I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to drive business to another place, okay? But if you have someone in the military who's going to be, stationed in South Carolina in Hilton Head, or if you have a soccer mom or a select baseball family that, sadly has to drive all the way to Dallas because they don't play baseball in Oklahoma City. If you have somebody who travels like that all the time with their kids, like I did, you can share with them that by doing service at your dealership, that they get coverage anywhere in the world. That's special and powerful. Let me just go through a scenario with you. You get to know your people, right? You start talking to them, and Maybelline's coming in, and she's taking her whole family to Branson. She's just tickled pink. She's always wanted to go there. She's 77 years old, and they're all going to pile into a big excursion or whatever and go to Branson. You can share with her that if you break down on the way, if you do service with me at this dealership and you break down anywhere in the United States, I'm gonna be there to help. You need to share that with people. It's a part of active delivery. I got a whole class about active delivery, but we gotta share this with the customer. I'm gonna share with you how I want you to do that in a minute. But I really want you to grasp to not allow your customers to leave without knowing that they already have invested in their car and they're gonna get something out of it. It's good anywhere in the world. The only catch, you can't fix your car yourself and us pay you. So if you got a shade tree mechanic, he can't say, hey man, my radiator busted the other day and I spent $800 to fix it. I need $800. So they have to go somewhere to get it repaired. But other than that, they're good to go. Let me share my screen again with you. All right, what does it cover? My fluid exchange warranty covers anything that fluid lubes, anything that fluid lubricates, okay? So if you say, hey, is this part covered? Is that part covered? I'm gonna ask you, does oil touch it? Does gear oil touch it? Does brake fluid touch it? Does coolant touch it? If you say yes, it's covered. What does it not cover? Leaky lines and hoses. Now, let me take this back off. We're the warranty claims department. I cannot cover hoses. So don't write down power steering pump, $700, power steering hose, $89. I can't do that. Just roll the $80 into the power steering pump. You see what I mean? I'm not, going to Google or Amazon to bust your butt on parts. So I can't cover hoses. Don't write it down. If you write down a hose, I have to say no. So no hoses, no lines. Any questions? So do y'all know what I'm talking about? Just, to put the money under the first line. You got it? You understand?
Hey, Mitch, leaky lines. Let's talk about a power steering rack that the lines are part of the rack, because that's something that comes up often and it is a covered item. So I just want to make sure everybody understands that.
Write it all up, one line. Power steering rack, give me the total. And remember, you got, here, I'm gonna take you off share. You got some cushion. Like most of these repairs don't cost $2,000, most of them. So you got a little cushion, use that cushion. We are looking for claims. Here's why. Like legitimate, but we are looking for them. When you see how easy my warranty is to use and you get a personal experience from it, the next time you go to pitch somebody, and I'm going to share with you how I use this to pitch, but the next time you use it to pitch somebody, you're going to be excited about it. And you're going to say, dude, this warranty is real. I used it the other day. The other part is it's all under Mock and Mock Central. But I urge you, I'm gonna share with you a brochure in a minute. I want this to be your warranty. I don't want it to be mine. Your customers don't know Mock for nothing, and I want to keep it that way. Dusty is the reason that people go to Post Oak, not Mitch. I want to keep it that way. I don't want to get to know your customers like that. You're my customer, okay? And while I care about your customer, I don't care about them near as much as I care about you. Okay, so I don't want to be the hero. I just want to be the checkbook behind it. And if we keep that relationship, it's going to be good for both of us. Okay, any questions so far? All right, let me share a screen again. Okay, now that 30,000 mile warranty again is on every fluid exchange, right? Coolant, diff, power steering, trans. Now there is a different warranty for fuel. My fuel warranty lasts 15,000 miles, and it covers pumps and injectors. Okay, now I got a question for you. I'm a little nervous because of yesterday. Let me take you off. How often do you guys offer a complete fuel system service?
Yeah.
Advisors.
No.
Don't be afraid to speak up. Come on, guys.
How often do you offer a fuel service?
Not often.
60,000? Yeah. We don't sell none over here.
Oh, that's good. Where's that? Bob Howard, y'all don't sell a fuel service? Damn, dog, that's terrible. I got a whole class called Smack the Gas. We can find one service y'all can sell for sure. The class is 45 minutes. We need to do that. Okay, let me share with you guys a scary thing about fuel. First, yesterday at Post Oak, I got a couple of different answers. That always worries me because I want it to be offered at the very same time. Okay. We can't have Zach offering something at one time and Nick offering it another, or Kevin offering it one time and his compadre offering it different. So we definitely got to tighten up our offerings. Okay. I heard some 60,000 mile things. So one of the things that I share with you guys is to create an interval chart. It also greatly helps quick lane guys with their offerings, and we can get multi-point inspections out a lot faster. I have a class for quick lane technician training where I go over the 20 most common items that they recommend to kind of tighten those up to make sure that we get the multi-point inspection results back to you guys quickly. Closing ratios drop as that vehicle drops. So I share with people while that vehicle is up in the air, 15 minutes in, we have a much higher closing ratio than if they wait to give you that multi-point inspection 45 minutes into the situation. So we got that as well, but we definitely need to make sure that you guys are offering the stuff at the same time and you're being backed up by your technicians offering that stuff at the same time. The reason that I bring it up with fuel, a lot of people do that big fuel service every 30,000 miles. So they'll hit somebody with a $250 bill for 30,000 miles. And then they won't offer another service for 30K. But that leaves a 15,000 mile gap in coverage for your customer. So I challenge you to think about this. Most of the vehicles that you guys are working on now are direct inject. We have a tank additive, it's called Enhance, that is formulated for direct inject vehicles. And how I like to use Enhance is once you sell that first fuel system service, either at 30 or at 60K, that's up to you guys, 15,000 miles later, you just offer them a tank additive. Normally that tank additive is going to retail for about $40. So you would have a big service, like a $250 service at 30K, a $40 or $50 service 15,000 miles later, and then that $250 service again 15,000 miles later. So the customer can perpetually be on that warranty for a slightly smaller investment instead of hitting them for $250 a year. Any questions about that? Have y'all seen that tank additive Enhance? Anybody? Nobody? Somebody?
No.
Yeah, bring that bottle around and show people. It's a pretty bottle. It was launched this year, and you know, COVID is weird. So I'll give Tad a little mulligan on that one. So our fuel warranty, back to that, lasts 15,000 miles, covers pump and injectors. Next, oil additive. Our oil additive warranty is 10,000 miles, and it covers any internal lubricated part. Now, let me ask you guys this, especially if you're writing up quick lane stuff, oil changes, just show of voices. Who is offering an oil additive? Nobody. Now, watch how
Bassin and Post Oak both have them.
And so we have them, but we just keep them, they're ornamental and parts. I like that. They're like, look at my oil additive. It's so pretty on the shelf. Yeah, okay, so here's what we ought to be doing. We ought to be talking about that oil additive every oil change. Even if we don't sell it, here's why. Your young advisors, especially the guys who have been here 2 months, 4 months, 3 months, you get into the habit of pitching something every single time. I can share with you guys during my walk around class how to introduce this product to every single human that comes into your dealership. First, it gets you pitching, which you ought to be pitching so many things all the time and giving customers options to purchase something. Okay, we ought to be doing that every time. Second, what it does, toughens you up, because most people are going to say no. So it gets you used to hearing no. I love it when I go to places and I hear no all day. No, we ain't gonna buy that. No. Then we sell something. No. Then we sell something. Because the more we offer, the more we're gonna sell. It's a numbers game. So this gets your numbers up. And it's our least expensive warranty. So for a cost to the customer of under $20, you can offer them up to a $4,000 warranty on their engine. I don't know. You need to think about it. If you aren't doing it, like I said, we can pick that up in our word track class or our warranty class. I discussed that in both of them. Let me go back to share screen. All right. How are these renewed? By doing the service again. Now, let me preach a little bit again. It's tough times, right? COVID's hit a lot of your customers. Thankfully, people like you who are in a mask, and I'm not BSing you, to see it, it touches me. I couldn't do the job that I do from the comforts of my house in Highlands Ranch, Colorado, if it weren't for men and women out there like you working as hard as you are. COVID's hit a lot of people hard. I had it. I caught it in Austin. I traveled one time this year, once, to Austin and caught it. Then came back and gave it to my wife. Now, thankfully, both of us were slightly symptomatic, so we're fine. Everything's cool. The reason that I bring it up is, man, a lot of people are struggling. And do you think they would like to know that if they invest between $20 and $250 with you on their vehicle, that they get something for it, that they get coverage just in case something bad does happen? See, I think now is the greatest time to offer maintenance on your vehicle, not the worst. I had a debate about this about 5 months ago, and the guy said, we can't sell maintenance because nobody, people just don't have a lot of money to spend. And I said, I just totally disagree with the concept. Now's the best time to invest a little bit of money to get giant coverage. And that's what this does. And I just urge you to embrace this and give your customers the opportunity to invest and save them money. Now, this is how I'd like to do it. When someone buys a service of mine, and to kind of pitch to them retention, is anybody doing anything like this? I'd like for you to get one of my brochures, and we'll say that you sold a brake fluid exchange just down here at the bottom. Grab one of my brochures and circle brake fluid 2 or 3 times, all right? And then right at the bottom, how many miles it'll be when their warranty expires. This gives them, again, the idea that they need to come back to your dealership. Again, retaining these service customers is difficult. Give them an opportunity and a reason to come back to you. So circle this and just have them during active delivery. You can share with them, hey man, throw this in your glove compartment. If you ever have any problems with your brakes, it could have coverage, give me a buzz. Even if you break down somewhere else, give me a call. I like to staple my business cards to that brochure and give it to them, and make sure that, again, that they know that you are that one vendor for them. So let me go around. I'm gonna call on you guys individually or as a team, but Post Oak, any questions, comments, or concerns about the warranty? Any reason that you won't share it with your customers? Y'all got it? You understand it? Do you have warranty brochures?
I actually have a question.
Yeah, what you got?
How do we go about actually calling in a claim if something does come up?
Call Ted. Ted's your warranty claims department. That's where it begins. Yep, and it'll end with me, but yep, that's where it begins.
Perfect.
Good question, though. Bob Howard, questions, comments, concerns about the warranty? So are you guys willing to give a brochure to a customer and say, hey, this is the coverage you got? Cool. If you do that, we're gonna be way ahead. How about Madison? I think y'all might be on mute, but if y'all want any questions, comments, concerns, I'm gonna take that as a Madison. They got it. Okay. Now, I don't want you guys to come off as warranty salespeople, because that ain't what you do. We got people who do that. They're in finance. I used to be in finance. I was in special finance for a little while until I cheated on too much paperwork and I got booted out of the department. But I'm not asking you to be a warranty salesperson, all right? This is how I like to use it in the course of my customer. So we're gonna go and say that this is after a multi-point inspection is done. Customer is either in the waiting area or calling them on the phone. This is how I present the information to the customer. Hey, Ted, our certified technician, Brian, has completed the multi-point inspection that you requested on your vehicle, and I'd like to share the results with you. You got a minute?
Sure.
Okay, man, I got great news. You got 72,000 miles on your vehicle, and Brian graded your truck on 27 different items of green, yellow, and red standard. 26 of yours came up green. He measured your battery cranking amps, and they were in the green. He measured your your filter condition, it was in the green, and your brake pad thickness was in the green as well. However, he did mark one item of concern in the yellow. Based on time, mileage, and condition of your vehicle, Brian recommends that we do a coolant exchange. Do you happen to know what one of those does?
No, I don't.
Okay, what he wants to do is get rid of all your old broken down coolant and replace it with brand new. It's going to help your engine run better and last a lot longer. So that, along with your 40,000 mile service, will bring your total investment today to $705.58, and we can have everything completed by 3 o'clock. All I need your authorization.
Man, I'm gonna have to talk with my old lady.
Hey, make sure you share with her this. By taking advantage of this today, you guys qualify for a 30,000 mile warranty of up to $2,000 of coverage for essentially anything coolant touches. Let me give you a big for instance. Right now, your truck's got over 60,000 miles. So your water pump and your radiator are no longer covered under warranty. If either one of those need to be replaced, it costs you like $1,200 to fix. That's what I want to try to help you avoid.
I don't know if I've just got the money right now.
Hey man, when you come here, I'm gonna get you a brochure, and maybe we can set up an appointment that's a good time for you, you and yours, and I'll get y'all a little thing. We have an in-house financing for 0% as well. So I'll see you in a couple of hours.
Okay.
Now, my new boys, y'all got a speech like that? That's what we got to get. That's my success cycle class. I go through it word by word. And I go over every single thing, and I help you find your voice. But let me ask you, everybody, shout it out if it was. Was that too pushy? Did I come off like a warranty salesman? Nope. Nah, man. That's all you have to do is use that warranty to overcome objections. Okay? Most common objection. Let me show you how universal it is. And I got about 5 or 6 minutes left. Let me show you how universal it is. Normal customer, when you say, hey, man, you want to spend $250 a day? They say, no, I don't. And then you don't have anything to come back on. But when you end with, it's $250, all I need your authorization, they're going to give you a handful of reasons why not to buy. Number one is time. And I ain't got time for that today. When they say time, you need to come back with a sense of urgency. By taking advantage of this today, you get this warranty coverage. Now, if they say, hey, man, can I just do it the next time I come in to get my oil changed? You can honestly tell them, I'm not sure if you can, because you never know when one, our warranty could change, but two, you could just decide to go with OEM fluids like at the Dodge store. I'm sure they use a lot of Mopar. I'm sure they're told they have to. So just because we can offer that service today doesn't mean that it's going to be there for 6 months. So you got to create urgency, and you can do so with that warranty. Number two, money. Man, I ain't got money for that. Oh, really? You don't have money for $200 coolant exchange? Well, you dang sure don't have money then if your water pump goes out. So by taking advantage of this today, you won't have to pay for that if it does. Man, I got to talk to my old lady. You're not talking to the decision maker. Great. Make sure that you share with them this. By taking advantage of this today, this is what you get. How about this? Do y'all ever get like, Honda don't say I need to do that. Dodge don't. I got long life pink Dodge coolant that lasts 150 bazillion years. Great. Your coolant is good, dog. I'm not saying it's bad. What I'm saying is your water pump's no longer covered under warranty. If it breaks, no matter how good your coolant is, you're going to be out $800. If you do this today, TAD is out $800. What other reasons do people say no? You can always come back with that warranty, and that's how you should do it. Save that warranty until the end of your speech. And if somebody says no, that's when you come back with that warranty and say, no, dog, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't share with you this. By taking advantage of this today, this is what you get. That's how to use it. I urge you. I said this yesterday in the other class. Let me pull up my sheet. I urge you, get with TAD. You see my little mock logo here? I would take it off. I would take a dead ass off this brochure, and I'd put your logo on it. Again, that makes you own it. It's your warranty. Your customers know you. We have a lot of Christian Brothers stores now. We got like 175 Christian Brothers locations or something like that. Each one of them, we took our logo off and put Christian Brothers on because they say they got the name to trust. So I said, cool, take my name off. I don't care. It's no ego thing. All I want to do is help you save money and make money. And that's one way to do it. Cool. Questions, comments, concerns. We'll start at my muted store. Maybe they're not on mute anymore. Battison, questions, comments, concerns.
Can you hear me or no?
Oh yeah, I can hear you, dog. How you doing?
I'm doing good. No, we're good.
Awesome. Again, thanks for Battison. Thanks for coming today. If y'all want to do another class, get with Tad. I'll send you my little links. Dodge Store, questions, comments, concern. Get anything out of this? Can you use it? What do you think?
If my guys had as much energy as you got, I'm pretty sure we'll be on top.
Man, I gotta say, look, I got a much easier job than y'all, so I get to keep my energy level up. So I don't have to wait outside on 100 million mean people that have yelling at me because they can't go inside and get any coffee COVID. So I got it much easier than you guys. So yeah, I keep my energy level up. Hell, I rode my bike 27 miles before we got on this class. So that's what I did this morning, but I appreciate it. And again, if you guys want to do any classes in the future, they're totally free. So take advantage of it. You know, one of my favorite ones is goals. I'll go over my goal sheet with you guys real quick before I call on Post Oak and we go. How many of you got a goal sheet like this? Anybody?
I need it.
Good. So we got one. For me, it all starts right here with how much money you want to make and what do you have to sell to make it. And again, I wrote down your goals need to be measurable, trackable, and attainable. I like to track the 20 most common items sold and see how many of those I need to sell to make the money I need to make. I got a whole class about it. I have a breakdown of like what you can say to sell more cabin air filters, what you can say to sell more engine air filters. The family that I work for is also a mighty distributorship. So I read a lot about filters and things like that. So I have some little tidbits, how to sell more nitrogen, how to sell more batteries, how to sell a battery when just one cell is gone. So I have that. I incorporate that into my goals section. So if y'all want to do one like that, you can. Post Oak, questions, comments, concerns, what you got? Young Bucks, you got anything, boss lady?
No, I think that's good. We're probably going to do that for some other classes.
Awesome. I appreciate it. You know, just in closing here, it is no BS. I really do appreciate what you guys do for me. You afford me a really comfortable and full and complete career, and I couldn't do it without you. I'm not blowing smoke up your butt. I want to help you. Don't get caught in a rut team. I want you to get into a success cycle. Here's the difference. A rut team is when you suck each and every day. And it's just a pattern of sucking every day. Don't get into that pattern. A success cycle is when you do something well and you redo it and you do it again well and you redo it. That's a success cycle. Get on the bike with me and get out of the rut. Okay. So I want to help you do that with a consistent approach. You don't have to speak like me. You don't have to use the words that I use. I have a shitload of words. We're going to pick the words that you like to use and we're just going to do those over and over again. But I'm telling you, if you get into a habit of success, you will be successful. If you get into a habit of sucking, you will suck. So if you struggle, reach out to me, man. I have 5-minute meetings. I got a 5-minute meeting to get anybody going. So if you just got 5 minutes, if you're down in the dumps, we'll do a little Zoom. I'll pump you up and get your ass back out there and get to work. Cool?
Yeah.
Anybody got anything else? Tad, you good?
We're good, man.
Sweet.